Okay, let us see how can we work with reset password on our project. Fine, so I had already finished with this login. Fine, so when we are working with reset password, the process is something like this. Initially, we are going to the login page. You are successfully logged in. It is going to the login servlet. Here it is setting some of the values into the session. Fine, so in session we usually set something like pass and u1. So these are the two values that I had already stored into the session along with first name, last name, fine, and so other values, right? So from here, once the values are set into the session, you are going to the user main page. From user main page, when I click here to reset my password, I'll reach to the reset password.jsp page. Fine, so this is my reset password.jsp page that have three text boxes. In first text box I will keep my old password, or I'll take my old password, then a new password, then re-enter new password. Now from here I'm going to the servlet. Fine, so from here when I click on reset, I'll reach to this servlet. When I click on this reset, I'll reach to this servlet. Fine, so here I need to check if new password and re-enter new password means value into this box and this box is same or not. Then I need to check whatever is available into this old password. Fine, so this is what something that you are typing here, so this may or may not be correct. Fine, so we have to check that. To check this, we can retrieve our current password from session, right, and this username from session, so that we can update based on this username. We can update in our table, right? Okay, so this is what the complete process, right? Now I had already created this reset password page with three password boxes. First password box name is old password, then new password, and then renew password. When I click on this reset, it will take me to reset pass servlet. So this servlet is not yet created. Let me create this. So I'll create a new servlet named reset pass servlet. So I supposed to add only post method. Fine, so you can add other methods if you want to. This is the extra piece of code that I'll remove, right? Now this is my method. Here I need to start writing my code. So again, the first step is to retrieve all parameters from JSP page. So on JSP page we have old pass parameter, right? Let me check the names once. Old pass, new pass, renew pass. Fine, so old pass I'm keeping this in string, say o pass, or let us keep it like old pass only. Then I want new pass, and then I want renew pass. Fine, so this will be renew pass, this will be new pass, right? Then I have to give some of the validations, right? So first validation is if old pass dot equals null, or old pass equal blank, means this should not be null or should not be blank, right? Then new pass, this new pass should not be null and new pass should not be blank. Then is renew pass should not be null, should not be blank. If this is the case, we need to set something into message that message is all fields are mandatory. Fine. Then get your servlet context dot get request dispatcher, and we'll go back to reset pass.jst page, forwarding request and response, right? Then second thing I need to check is if value of new pass dot equals renew pass. If this is not true, means if this is not true, so if this is the case, we will go to the reset password page again with a different message, that is what password does not match, right? Then we can go for string current password, that is what current password cpass is equals to session dot get attribute. Okay, we have to create the session class object first. HTTP session is equals to request dot get session. Fine. Import this class. Fine. Go for get attribute. I want to retrieve attribute pass. How would I know this is the attribute? If you go to your login servlet, fine, here we are setting the values, and I'm setting value of password into pass. Fine. So I can easily recognize that. Fine. Then similarly I want value for username, so that I'm setting into parameter called u1, right? So next I will check else if what cpass dot equals pass, say old pass. Fine. If this is not true, then this condition will be true, and we'll print the same lines over here saying old password is not correct, right? If all these conditions are false, then in else part you will go to call a method in DAO. Fine, no need to set the values because there are only two parameters, so we can directly set them into the string and we'll pass that SQL directly. Or if you want to strictly wants to go to the process, then you can set values to model class object. Fine. So model MVC M is equals to new model MVC. We will create object. Fine. So this is what my model class object. This class existing into this model package only, right? I'll go for m dot set uname. Parameter name is uname only. M dot set pass, and here I will add a new password, right? So I'm setting a new password that I received here, right? So this new password I'm adding into this. Then you can call a method in DAO to update table, because we are resetting the password, so we have to update some of the table, and update will return always one integer. So I'm calling DAO MVC dot reset pass method. I'm passing the model class object and SQL. This SQL is not created, so create string SQL that have update my register. Fine. Update my register table name, set password is equals to question mark, where username is equals to question mark. Right, now again few complaints here. First is this class cannot be recognized, so let us import this class. Second is this method is not created, so let us create this method. Right, so both the complaints are solved. I need to remove this to do from here so that I can start writing my code. Right, then fine, so here I'll declare one integer I is equals to 0. Okay, then I need a connection class object that I get from connect method. Using this con, I'll call a method prepare statement passing SQL into this. This will give me prepared statement class object PS. Okay, this throws one exception, so let's surround this with try and catch. Then I want to go for ps dot set string, so I'll go for ps dot set string for parameter index 1. For first question mark, I want value of m dot get password, and for second question mark I want value of username. Right, statement is prepared. We can go for ps dot execute update. Okay, the same I am returning from here, so on my servlet I'll be getting that I over here, right, in a as a result. So I'll go for if I is not equal to 0, then do something else, fine. So if your I is not equal to 0, I will take these lines, fine, and set a message. That message is password updated successfully, password updated successfully, fine. And we'll go to the page user main.jsp, fine. Else we can go for password not updated due to any reason. That could be like if your server is busy or request cannot be handled. Fine, we will go to the same page user main.jsp, say try after some time. Okay, right, so this is done. I guess this piece of code will work. Right, so let us start with login. Okay, so I'm running this. Fine, so here I'll give my username and password, right, and click here to reset my password. My username is already there. My current password is 111. I'm giving it like 121212 121212. Fine, let us check. if I give a wrong password, fine, I'm getting a message, all password is not correct. Fine, correct all password and new passwords are not matching. The message is password does not match. Fine, if I leave anything as blank, I'm getting all fields are mandatory. So I can give the correct password 121212 again, 121212 again, and I can reset my password. So your password is updated successfully. You can go to database and check it here. Password is updated, right? So this is how we can update our password using MVC Architecture.